Welcome to my list of the hardest stars on Super Mario 64 Last Impact. There aren't really any rules I have in mind for this list, but although this definitely was a challenging ROM hack, these are the 10 stars that gave me the most trouble. It was difficult choosing only 10, but I hope you enjoy the list. To begin the countdown, we have the Mermaid Race from Course 4, Crystal Caves. This star isn't too bad now, but my first couple times playing through the game it was frustrating. First, you have to use the frog suit in order to breathe underwater and swim fast enough to beat the mermaid. Then you have to head over to the mermaid section of the stage and talk to the mermaid sitting on the slope. Once you agree to race, the game doesn't even tell you where to go, and once you find it, you have to hurry to beat her. The main problem with this star is the rings you have to swim through. They have bad touch detection, so sometimes I'll swim through it, but the game doesn't recognize that, so I have to go back through it again, thus making me lose. Not to mention, if you lose the race, you have to exit and re-enter the course to try again. At number 9 I actually have 2 stars in one. 100 coins and Mischief Masher from Course 12, Game Gamble Gallery. Yes, I know, it's cheating to put 2 stars here. But just hear me out. In order to get the 100 coin star on this stage, you have to complete the Mischief Masher game. The way it works is there's 3 rounds that consists of enemies in the course you have to defeat. Once you kill all the enemies, you collect some coins and move on to the next round. Sounds easy, right? Well, the problem is that some of the enemies are in the worst placed spot. For instance, the Chuckyos are all located right next to fire spitters. The Pokies can only be hit from the bottom, and those are also always placed right next to a fire spitter. Then you have to deal with the annoying tiny mice that are hard to kill, as well as the piranha plants that have horrible hitboxes. And to make this all worse, this game only gives you 6 health points, so you have little room for error.
Coming in at number 8 is the Shadow Factory's red coins. First off, I'd like to say that this stage design is awesome, and it having the theme of factory inspection from Kirby 64 was the cherry on top. Anyways, the red coin star was still a pain in the neck to get. The first 5 are on the lower part of the stage, and you have to make scary jumps above the pit to get them. I hate getting onto the spiral rotating platform because of its physics, and there's a coin on the bottom of it. To be honest though, the red coins were tough, but actually getting to the star was hard as well. Once you get all 8 red coins, the star appears on top of the tower. This means you have to make precise jumps on the green goo, which has bad depth perception, something that is pretty common in this game. Even when you reach the star, you have to avoid the black holes that circle around you. We're back at Shadow Factory? That's right. Because the only star here isn't the red coins. There's a hidden star in this stage and it's located against the right side wall. On this wall are rotating gears that you have to climb up. As you know, Mario 64 physics can be pretty bad at times. Well, this star is the epitome of bad physics. And by bad, I mean horrible. Some gears go clockwise, while others rotate counterclockwise. They are also small to walk on, so you have to move Mario very carefully to not fall off. The worst part, though, is jumping from one gear to another. They tend to squash Mario, and once you get into a certain spot, you literally cannot move him and you're forced to die. There's several times where the gears will randomly clip you into the pit below, when it's not even your fault. My best advice for this star is to use the wall to kick up to the next gear. Of course, the star is on a green goo block, so you have to jump precisely onto that. For number 6 we have Sneak In with the Conveyor from Course 6, Super Sweet Sugarland. I'm sure we can all agree on one thing. This stage was a huge difficulty curve in this game overall. It went from relaxing and fun to me dying a billion times on this level. For this star, though, we head inside the factory. There's a conveyor platform you have to ride on that goes through many platforms you have to maneuver through. The hardest part is the annoying walls with holes in them. You have to get through these quickly because the platform keeps on moving on the conveyor belt. Not to mention the camera screwing me over so many times. Even when I made it to the last platform, for a while I never knew that the conveyor actually comes back, so I thought I had no choice but to fall at that point. Fun fact, speedrunners actually get through this star without using the conveyor. I've tried that before too, but ended up looking like a fool. We now head to the last 5 stars on the list. For number 5 I have the Rainbow Snake Block Ride from Course 15, Rainbow Road. Of course, there's gotta be at least 1 star from the last course on the game, and here it is. To get the star on this mission you have to navigate on a tiny moving snake block. The main problem with this star is how small the snake block is. One tiny missed input and you're toast. One wrong turn and you're toast. One bad jump and you're toast. Pretty much making any small mistake will cost you. There's also a storm cloud Lakitu in the way, and he has killed me so many times because he's hard to attack. His hitbox is small, and just 2 hits from him will kill you. There's a part where you need to wall kick off a platform, so you have to align Mario perfectly or you will fall. The snake block also disappears behind you, so you gotta pace yourself. At the number 4 spot we have the final stage of the game, Roche's Moon Seller's Red Coins. I expected this stage to be difficult, and it sure was. However, it's not as intimidating as you think once you get the hang of it. There are 4 light beams you must travel to press the switch, turning off the beam. On each of these beam sections are 2 coins, making 8 in total. One beam has you slipping on ice and avoiding snowballs. One has you dodging lava. One has you making it up a flying ship avoiding a bullet bill, and the other is basic platforming. For this star, patience is key when collecting the coins. They're in pretty tough locations, but if you try to get fancy or go fast, you will likely fall. Once getting all the coins, the star appears in the center of the stage, so you have to traverse carefully on the beam to get back to it. We've made it to the top 3 hardest stars in the game. These 3 stars are brutal, and separate men from boys. For number 3 is the 100 coin star in Super Sweet Sugarland. Remember when I said this stage was a huge difficulty curve? Well, this star specifically was a true test of patience. Coins are scattered all over the place, and it's so hard to not fall in some sections. The spinning muffin, the cookie dough, the chocolate bars, and the factory are some very tough sections to get coins. For the factory, you have to go inside to collect enough coins for the star. There's a blue coin switch that makes coins appear above a spike floor. Getting all of these coins are nearly impossible. There's been so many times where I've collected a lot of coins and then fell due to something dumb. For number 2 we have the hidden above the cloud stage located in Sky High Islands. I know you saw this one coming. We all know sky levels in Mario games are infamously difficult. Well, this one is no different. To get the star, you have to ride on a flying ship with the cloud power-up. The ship goes on a single pathway, and there's many red coins that are on islands beside the ship, so you have to quickly, and I mean very quickly, get these coins and make it back to the ship. The ship never stops moving, so you have to always be on your feet. There's one red coin that's located on a pole with spinning fire around it, meaning if you get hit, you lose your cloud power-up. Doing this means you may as well fall on purpose because you cannot get the power-up back once you get hit once. It would be easier if you could at least have another ship appear in case you're too late to reach the current one, or have 3 clouds available to use, but no, that would be too reasonable I guess. Wing Mario over the Rainbow and Rainbow Ride 100 coins were the 2 hardest starts in Mario 64. Cloud Rail Station 100 coins was the hardest star in Mario Star Road. So it's only fitting that another cloud stage in this ROM hack takes the cake as the hardest star in Super Mario Last Impact. Another cloud stage with red coins that is. Interestingly, this stage's name is also above the clouds, but is found in the desert area through use of the cannon. This one is difficult like the last star for similar reasons, but I found this one even worse because of one main thing. Horrible physics. I cannot tell you how many times I've fallen because I'll clip through a platform, invisible wall, or depth perception is way off. The good thing is the boat actually loops in a circle here, but it doesn't matter because it's still extremely unfair that you can only get the cloud power-up once. The bullet bill is so hard to avoid. I usually get the red coin there last because I know if I get hit I can still then get the star without a cloud. I wish I had recorded the other day when I played through this star. About 4 or 5 times in a row I collected all 8 red coins and then died. This level made me question at one point if I even wanted to continue playing Last Impact, that's how hard it is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 list, and let me know what stars you think were difficult. See you later.